What's up, everyone? It's StrangeFlow from the website basedelic.com. I got a tutorial for you guys. It's a trap beat, basic trap beat. This is like beginner's trap. This is like I want to just make this as like kind of a reference type of video because I'm not going to cover melody. I'm not going to cover how to incorporate vocals. I figure that could be another tutorial in and of itself. Those could be something else, but this is just the basic raw, just the basic rhythmic sequencing structure of a basic trap song. So I put it at 106 beats per minute, which, around that area is pretty good in my opinion for this kind of sound. Okay, so here's the beat I got. Okay, so let's get to what I'm using here. This is the bass kick, 808, snare, 808, kind of more of a subtle, not like super in your face snare, but this is, well, that's a tom drum actually here. Let me show you. These are all it's a high tom. I turned the pitch down a few. This is a hand clap. That's actually a 909 hand clap. And this is a thicker snare. I like the sound of all those together. I love a good hard snare sound. The clap always helps out. Okay, this is the hi-hat. Open hat. It's this is the closed hat. Okay, so, and this is the rim shot. I like that sound. It sounds good in that I didn't used to like the rim shot, but I heard it in that Flostradamus track, and that kind of gave me, hope for the rim shot. I don't know, I hated that sound before, but now I think it's kind of cool, actually. I don't know. So, okay, basically what I'm doing here, let me just show you what this would look like if it was just kind of a basic dance groove, kind of techno-y kind of nonsense. Boom. It doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound anything like hip-hop does it. I mean, really, you gotta kind of, what I was doing here was this bass kick comes in before this point right here. I don't know if it's saying give it a swing is like the right way to, but kind of makes it a little less rigid, makes it a little less four on the floor type of boom, boom, like techno nonsense. Kind of gives it its own. I like it. It's a great. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's just that's a basic hip hop type of bass rhythm right there. The snares on there's a clap on every other snare as well, and the echo kind of goes on for a few seconds. It's an 808 clap, and really briefly, the open hi-hat, I don't use it very much as compared to the closed hi-hat. The closed hi-hat kind of carries the beat a lot more. The open just kind of adds something, a little touch, a little spice, I guess, a little this is still in techno, the bass kicks, but whatever. The thing with the open hi-hat, the way I'm using it right here, and people will disagree with this, but it comes out of disco, like using this open hi-hat right before the snare. Okay, so like boom, that's kind of like disco. It's a little different now. I mean, it's not like this would be disco. But, it does come out of disco. I know people are going to disagree with that, but that's something that stayed around from the disco era. I think it adds something. If you use it a little bit, it sounds pretty cool. Okay, now the thing with the hi-hats, okay, the hi-hats are basically in a 4/4 type of template or type of tempo or what do you call it, time signature. But I didn't use them on the first bass kick. Here, let me back up and copy and paste this because I still have this techno bass kick on here. Okay. Okay. Basic 4/4, not really hard to figure out until it gets over here to the triplets. Now, what I do for that, also, I want to point out, I should have done this a second ago, I lowered the pitch on the kick drum by 6 points. That's kind of like, you hear that when like the track kind of breaks down a little bit, or the drop. I mean, you know, you hear that. Obviously, it would be of much more emphasis if I had vocals and melodies and everything, and reverse cymbal drum or whatever. But for right now, that's rhythmically, I mean, that's what's going on a lot of the time. The bass kick gets lower, and the triplets come in. Triplets aren't really that hard to do. You can do it with, like, if you're in Ableton, I'm in Acid Pro, you can go and find the triplets, or you can find Jazz Waltz, or I don't know, Rock 5 if you want. I don't know what that is, but what the hell? Rock 5? What the fuck does that mean? Okay, I don't know. I don't care. The point is, seriously, Rock 5. Okay, with you want to have, in this span of time, you could have, this is what it looked like before, right? This is what the hi-hats looked like. Only not that high pitched, I don't know what the hell. But instead of having 2 notes or 4 notes, you have 3 notes or 6 notes, you know, in triplets. So you want to just have 3 notes covering what could be 2 or what could be 4 notes, but instead it's 3, equally spaced apart. If it helps, you can just extend them. It's not going to change the sound really, because well, it's something close to that, and I like the sound of that. Yeah, that's the basic triplets. It keeps going for a while, and this part right here, this is still triplets, only I put twice as many notes in there, still equally spaced apart, like that. You see what I'm saying? So there's that. Yeah, it gets crazy when it's, let me show you. Okay, here. Also, this is something. This is kind of a swung. It sounds like a swung kind of sound with the hi-hats. It's triplets still. What I'm doing is I had this hi-hat triplet thing going on here, but I took out the middle one. So what that ends up sounding like is that sounds different than I like that. That sounds different than the triplets in a way, but it is based on triplets, so it's still, but it just kind of adds a little bit of a swing, you know. Then here the hi-hats get really impatient, and they're like, oh my god, oh, use us more. So they get all, there's a lot more of them now. Still there's 6 instead of 3 now, but it's still, you know. That one's also out of place, I don't know what that's about. I did add the cowbell. Little, okay, I guess it's melody technically, but it's kind of a little percussive, melodic kind kind of spices up the beat or whatever. But I didn't add, honestly, like real melody like the dubstep melody or neuro or whatever the hell, like wow, 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 I didn't add any of that. That's for another day, another rainy day. I guess it's actually pretty rainy today. But anyway, this is the basic trap beat. And, obviously there's different ways to do it. This is one way. I hope this helps out some of the beginners out there. Yeah, I guess another thing to point out, the snares I keep pretty much in the same place. The bass kick, and then it goes bass, snare, and there's triplets with the hi-hats, or, just 4/4 hi-hats. And I guess that's pretty much it. Rim shot. Did I mention the rim shot? It's in that same triplet, but you take out the middle triplet note, like this here. Same exact thing, right? But the rim shot comes in and does what these hi-hats were doing a second ago, and the rim shots have started freaking out and doubling up, or tripling up, or six-upling up, whatever the word is. Hexupling, what is the word? Rim shot. Of course, the cowbell. All right, well, that's it for now. I hope this was, again, I hope it was helpful for some people. Let me know. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And until next time, when I do another trap tutorial or some other tutorial. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.